Next I'm going to put the bottom valve assembly onto the bottom base with its fancy looking tongue and groove joint. And the next thing to do is to mold these corners into this diamond shape so that they'll permanently stay that shape and collapse in the intended way. To make the corners that shape, I'm just going to press down and keep holding it in a slightly compressed position while folding the shapes, molding the shapes into all the sides, and making sure that we get this diamond shape, these two triangles in each side. It really wants to go the other way until you're finished manipulating it. Okay. So now all the blue pieces are pointing the correct way, but I've got to get all 8 of the corners into the right position. So, yep, good. It's a bit dark over here and the camera's going to like 15 FPS, I see. Because this camera's really cheap. Okay. And then when the sides collapse, the corner stuff should fit into the little space between ribs, ideally, to let it collapse as far down as it can. That could be better, although it's also probably the best one I've made so far. Alright. Now all the corners are in their final positions. And I'm going to use the hot air again to basically make that shape permanent. So to make this easier to film, I attached a clamp to the far side of it to hold it in this position while I'm heating. And basically, when I apply some heat to the joint, you'll see the TPU move a little bit. First it closes in around the center when I heat the center. And then these edges become a bit tighter radiused when I heat them. And then that's all you have to do. It's you don't want it to reshape too much during this step, because I don't want the TPU to stick together or even melt all the way through. That would require a lot of excessive heating, but it is possible to do. That's overexposed like crazy. So a little bit of air inside and then air on the outside edges of the diamond, just until the TPU kind of relaxes into its new shape. And I can't think of a better tool to use for this than the hot air soldering station. I think it would be pretty hard to do this with a hair dryer or a paint stripping heat gun or really anything else. The weld line from earlier should be like down the center of the diamond.